Hey, it's Leanne Betts here, and welcome to What's Up Wednesday. So today I'm going to keep on the decluttering theme and share with you 5 of the common clutter bottlenecks in your home and how you can declutter them in 20 minutes or less. So, it's springtime, and when spring comes, it's like a really refreshing time of year. We want to get a fresh start. We are, most of us in winter locations have been kind of denned up, and it's time for us to get out to play. And with that, we tend to have a whole bunch of stuff. Hi, Rochelle. Thanks for joining. We tend to have a lot of stuff that's kind of accumulated over the winter that we are eager to get dealt with. So today, I want to share with you 5 quick and easy ways that you can declutter in your home. So in Feng Shui, clutter is one of the quickest ways to change what's going on in your life. So if you're experiencing lots of struggles and challenges and obstacles, go and declutter. Grab a garbage bag, start decluttering, or do these 5 areas that I'm going to share with you today. So let's start with number 5. So number 5 is your nightstand. So start your timer for 20 minutes and go to your nightstand and basically use the filter of what the bedroom is for. So in Feng Shui, there's 3 things that the bedroom is for: relaxation, sleep, and intimacy. So when you're going through your nightstand, keep that in mind and start clearing off the top first, because usually it becomes like a catch-all for various things. I know for girls, it's like hair barrettes and elastics, and you've got maybe a couple different glasses of water, several books, way more than you're currently reading. In Feng Shui, it's recommended just to have 1 or 2 books that you're currently reading, and the rest of them can go onto your bookshelf. And then, there's lip balms and creams and whatever. So put them in a place and have a nice, clear counter on your nightstand. And then continue to go through the drawers, and there's a mantra that there's a place for everything and everything in its place. So if it doesn't belong in the bedroom, find a place for the item and take it there. So also in Feng Shui, there is a saying that the closer something is to you, the more effect it has. So for example, in your bedroom, when you're sleeping for several hours at night, anything that's around you impacts you a lot more. So just really be aware of what's in your bedroom. And then once you've cleared off your counter, get a wonderful picture of you and your partner, if you have one, that's in the last 3 years, in a beautiful picture frame, and put it on your nightstand or on your dresser. It's a really lovely touch. So, okay, let's move on to number 4. So number 4 is the medicine cabinet. And this morning I took 20 minutes and did both of my medicine cabinets. And so when you go in there, you find, you've got dried up nail polish that needs to get the boot. There's expired meds and vitamins sometimes. The other thing is old makeup. They basically say for makeup to have a 6-month expiry. So anything over 6 months, it's time to get rid of. And there could be tubes that are barely full of anything, so you can recycle all of that kind of stuff. And, check how many tweezers you got in there, how many nail clippers, and how many do you really need, right? You just need 1. And then all the excess you can either get rid of or store it in another place. So that's the medicine cabinet. The third place is the kitchen utensil drawer or drawers. So I don't know, but there's this gadget for everything these days. You can have, for hard-boiled eggs, a little slicer that slices them, and there's one for strawberries even, or the little scoops for melons. I'm trying to think of what other ones there are. There's a gazillion of them. And really, we don't use them very often, if at all. And most often, we could just use a knife, right? So here's my challenge to you. I would get a box and, while you're cooking dinner one night, while it's on the stove and you've got some time, set the timer and go through your drawer, and anything that you haven't used in the last 6 months, unless it's a complete seasonal item, put in the box and then I'm going to get you to place that box away for 30 days. And then, just diarize in 30 days to open the box and see if you really missed anything. And if you didn't, get rid of it. Generally, you can use a knife for all of those different gadgets. And on that note, you don't really need a whole bunch of knives either. And then maybe you're going to have a little bit more room in your drawer for the ladles and things like that you keep on the countertop. And again, how many ladles do you need? I see in a lot of homes there's this big massive container full of maybe 8 or 10 ladles. Really? 3 or 4? That's all you really need. And if you can put it away, it's less clutter on your countertop. Okay, so now we're down to the second place that you can declutter in 20 minutes or less. That is a clutter catch-all, and that is the front hall closet. So at this time of year is a perfect time to switch out the gear from winter to spring. And I know I may be a little bit optimistic on that because where we live, there could potentially be more snow, but I like to be optimistic. So, keep one winter jacket up there and maybe one pair of boots, but switch everything out. And in the meantime, when you're switching, give it a vacuum and wipe the floor down, and it'll be refreshed and you'll be ready to go. And then the number one place, hi Colleen, is the junk drawer, right? Everybody's got at least one junk drawer. So take 20 minutes, set the timer, pop in there, see what's in there. I mean, it kind of collects everything. And for us, we tend to put things that need to be fixed in there, like if we find a screw for something and it goes in the junk drawer. So it's a good time to look through and say, okay, what things need to be fixed, and what keys are super old that I can get rid of? How many things of tape do I really need? And elastics and all that kind of stuff. So take 20 minutes to do your junk drawer. So that is my top 5 common clutter bottlenecks in the home. So let me just run through those. So number 5 is the nightstand. Number 4 is the medicine cabinet. Number 3 is the kitchen utensil drawer or drawers. And number 2 is the front hall. And number 1 is the junk drawer. So if you're wanting to burst into spring with more energy, I recommend that you go to leannbetts.com and download my 10 ways you can boost your energy now. So until next week, have a great week. Thanks for joining me.